Alright, ladies and gents, we are back at Universal Studios Hollywood, California. We're doing Kung Fu Panda first, and then we're gonna go do Waterworld after. As you guys know, the show starts off with the mirror talking, the walls breaking. Here we go. So, Jaden.
Let's put on a show. Hey, where's my macchiato? Get ready for the donkey session.
Nice, Jaden. Enjoy your day, brother.
I ain't bring it to you, but we're doing a Kung Fu Panda show. Says everybody here, right? Especially these guys in front and maybe that family over there. They're obviously Kung Fu fans. Look! The helmet of Master Thundering Rhino. Wait, look at this. The Sword of Heroes. And the coolest thing of all, the Ming Hammer. It's so powerful, it knocked you into the spirit realm. Hold it! Oh, you just received a message from the Emperor! Ooh, my clever son has been asked to make a special delivery for the Emperor! How do you know that? Simple, I read his mail. Is that delivery? Oh, that's important. It's more than important. This is the liquid of ultimate power. Well, if the Emperor needs that delivery, then we'll make sure he gets it. Right, guys? But we may not all survive. Okay.
Puppy reporting for duty.
She said duty. Sorry, guys. I think we may need some warriors that are a little, bigger.
Aww. Wait, I know something fun. Let's have a tea party.
Oh, that's the boat. How about if you guys come as backup? You're serious. This is gonna be great. Meet you inside. I must have that liquid. No, with the Ming Hammer, the liquid of ultimate power will be mine.
Here we go, boys.
This is Master Chief. Please step all the way into the theater. The Emperor is waiting.
Hey, I'm Poppy, and it's almost showtime. Please step all the way into the theater, and I want to see big smiles. Start to show anyone named Mr. Grumpy Face.
Holy damn. They were squishing. I got squash.
Hi, this is Skipper. Welcome to the show higher now. There's plenty of seats for everyone, so no need to push or shove. But we are on a schedule and the show's about to start. So come on, push, shove, get in those seats. Butts down, people, let's go. Thank you. Skipper out.
Give you guys a backstory of Shrek DreamWorks. Originally, the show was Shrek 4D.
So much fun! I can burst my gumdrop buttons!
Nice, Jaden. W. So Daniel.
Hey everybody, are you ready to go? Okay guys, spin around.
Oh, Dad, let me help you.
You're such a good son!
Oh,
Hey, you there, Mr. Butterfingers! Be careful with that!
Hang on everybody, this is quite a ride.
Hang on, everybody!
weird. It's like the river just ends up ahead. Let me see that. According to the map, it's a waterfall.
Glad you're back. Got lost.
We're here! The Dragon Warrior!
Your Imperial Highness, it is with great pleasure. Lion King, really?
I will defeat you in the spirit realm!
You're outnumbered 3-1.
Not for long! Give me that bottle! Really don't stand! You're no match for my hammer! The Dragon Warrior!
I'm sorry. Lost your special delivery.
You are my special delivery!
Wait, me? Then what was in that bottle?
The secret ingredient to my hot sauce.
Dad, your hot sauce is awesome!
And your tongue is as formidable as your kung fu.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of training.
I almost forgot. Bye, guys.
Let's go. We saved the planet. We defeated the pirates. It is hot. Congrats to everybody. We actually defeated. Oh, sorry. We defeated the evil pirate. All right, let's go. But it is hot though, not gonna lie. Like crazy hot.
What's the bicycle one? What's the bicycle one? I don't know. I think it was it or just the bicycle one?
At 5:45 for Water World. Oops, sorry. I'm going to Water World. They haven't opened up the curtains yet. The cast for today is Jerry, Emma, Rich, and Kennedy, Marisol, Matt, and damn, it's packed.
Sorry guys, just to let you know before you come in, it's been delayed again. It's been delayed.
Oh, tenemos que ir para aquel lado.
Okay. What time is the ship supposed to be? It's supposed to delayed. It's supposed to be 5:45. Okay.
Is it a for sure that it's going to be delayed, or is it a 50-50 that it's not going to be delayed, or it might be a delay?
What time is it?
It's at 5:27.
Well, you did say we're on delay. I mean, I guess you could call me in 5 minutes, but as far as I know, that's, until I hear, I don't know. This express is over here. This is just an exit. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. And if it is delayed, they'll pretty much come back at 7:15.
Yeah, that would be better and cooler. So.
Yeah, less people.
Right, exactly. Sorry, that's right there.
We'll chill out for a bit. I don't see you. My bad. I was looking at. My bad. I was literally trying to get information because they were saying they were gonna delay it, and they might reschedule until 7:15. Huh. But it's not a for sure. So it's like a 50-50. Oh man. I think it's a delay. We'll go do the other. Yeah, it looks like a delay. They said I'll come back at 7:15. They said they don't know. That's a 50-50. But then I have been there where they have actually also opened up the curtains and then pretty much escorted everybody out because malfunctioning, something happened. So it's like, damn. Oh. There's a delay, Jaden. There's a delay. So when you type and send it, I'm not getting it until I'm probably walking away. Same thing when I speak, like there's a delay for you to receive the message, responding back to you. That sucks, bro. There's a delay for Water World. Really want to do Water World, but it's all good. Nice. You're at Water World? Are you gonna go in? Let me know if they open. I'll probably go back over there. Man, look, they already did the drawing for Fast and the Furious. Pretty sick. Let me know, Jaden. Once, if they didn't, delay it, if they did delay it, what's the deal? Wait, where you at? Are you still at Waterworld? Did they open it? I'll be mad if they open it, bro. It is hot. Let me know if they open Waterworld, bro. I'm gonna be pissed if they open Waterworld and I'm over here. Cause they said on the microphone that it was gonna be delayed. The next show is at 7:15. Did they open up the curtains for Waterworld? I'm gonna do a tour. I'm gonna change route. I'm gonna do a tour. Then we'll go from there.
Español para 6:15, ¿estás abierto?
6:15 Spanish. Thank you.
It's easy.
Here we go.
Now that you know that
What's up, little Richie?
commence having fun. It's easy.
We have Jaden in the house, but he's doing his own thing. I believe he got in. I'm not too sure if he got in on Waterworld. All right. Yeah, we're not sure if Jaden stayed at Waterworld. They were saying that it was going to get delayed. It was a 50-50 delay. And then they announced it that they're still having issues with whatever's going on. I'm not sure if they're having issues putting everything back together. I'm not too sure, so I left. I was not going to wait because there was going to be a 50-50 on there. All right. Our friend Jaden is in there. I'm not sure if he actually went in.
Alrighty, welcome aboard, everyone. Welcome to the world famous Universal Studios.
I'm good, Little Richie. How about yourself?
We're about
Happy
to
Thursday,
head out of the
everybody.
park and take you on to a real working studio live for the next 45 minutes. The oldest and largest one in Los Angeles. A busy one, 400 acres of sets and sound stages. We have a lot of production happening in right now, so keep an eye out as we go. You never know who or what we might see as we are back there. I can tell you, you are going to see a lot of me. Hi, everyone. My name is JT. I'll be your guide as we take you down there on the lot in just a second. Before we head out there, we're going to make sure everyone's got 3D glasses. They look just like this. If you do not have 3D glasses, raise your hands up high, wave them around, say help.
So we're currently at the tour.
If you do not have 3D glasses.
Little backstory on the tour is pretty much just an actual city with their own zip code.
We need 3D glasses in car names. All right, we're gonna get some pairs here, right here in just a second.
They have their own police station, fire station, and first responders as well.
All right, sweet. Watch your arms
the reason why no one lives in the back lot is because they use the back lot for movies, shows, commercials, events, etc.
As you can possibly be without being a part of.
This is where all the magic happens. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes.
All right, my friends, it looks like we got the green light here, so we're gonna hit the road. Let's wave goodbye to all those strangers on the left end of the theme park. As we leave it behind and head down onto the studio lot, I want you to say hello to some very important people. First and foremost, our driver, Caleb. Everyone say hi, Caleb. That's right, Caleb's gonna get us around the lot at a fast and furious 5 to 10 miles per hour, depending on what we encounter back there today. And I want you to say hi now to my co-host, our master of ceremonies. He's the host of The Tonight Show. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
JT.
And the greatest driver.
Caleb.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
JT.
It's supposed to be $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right, guys, as we head down there, if you have an emergency at any point, if you drop something off the tram, have sound or video issues, or need any kind of assistance at any point, reach up and pull the red emergency cord above you, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to. Otherwise, throughout the entire tour, please stay seated. Keep your arms and legs inside the tram and hold on to your valuables. The tour will feature sudden tram movements, fire effects, water effects, loud noises, just a heads up. No smoking of any kind as we go, and for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks on the tram, and with all that considered, we'll be smooth sailing. We're going to start making our way down the Universal timeline here. This big hill will take us all the way onto the lot. We'll see all these movie posters as we go, taking us through the years. So let's go back to the very beginning, March 15th, 1915, the day our founder, Carl Laemmle, opens up the studio lot and invites the public in for the very first time ever to see how movies are made for 25 cents. That's what it would cost. You can come on property, walk around from set to set, watching them film silent movies right there in front of you. Now, the silent film era didn't last long after that. It's about a decade or so, and then it ends, and the walking tours end with it. It's not until July 15th, 1964, we revived some kind of tour by rolling out our glamour trams, as we called them, taking passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the lot. That has grown into what we're doing today in every way except the runtime. Now, we fully realized dream, becoming the strangest city in the world. Been dreamed of, and as you see on your right, guys, evidence that we are a real city in itself. That is our very own fire station there. We've got a sheriff's substation to go with, and our own zip code. You are in Universal City, the only movie-making city of its kind in the world, and we're headed right into the heart of it, the studio lot. We're going to see our front lot first. The front lot is the front half of the lot. It's where all of our, most of our sound stages are. The first of which you're going to see coming up down here on the left-hand side, stage 12. These sound stages are about 98% soundproof. It's a more controlled environment to film in. Stage 12 there is home to some of our most iconic sets. 12 was built in 1928. It's about 30,000 square feet. It makes it our oldest and largest soundstage, but it's just the first of many you're going to see as we officially cross onto the lot. Here we go, guys. You made it in Hollywood. Through a working soundstage on your left. 11 here is just home to the HBO Max original Hacks, starring Gene Smart, who's won an Emmy all 3 seasons of the show. Just nominated for season 4 as well. Again, we're going to hope to keep that Emmy streak going. 9 and 10 there, home recently to season 2 of Ted, our Peacock show with the world famous talking teddy bear himself. We might see it at some point, and keep an eye out for Ted. 7 and 8 right here, home to Bel-Air, in production for their 4th and final season. That's our most streamed Peacock show, a spin-off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They film all over the lot, guys. They're really and truly, they've used just about every part of it at this point. Even right around the corner over here on top of this parking structure. Off on the left, you'll see sets on the very top of it. Those have just been built recently for Bel-Air to film. And it's not the first time we've used that parking structure in production. On screen, the Lost World Jurassic Park. This scene with the lab dangling off the edge of a cliff. This was all done on the side of that parking structure. So, a lot of visual effects going into play, turning that into the edge of a cliff. The original Jurassic Park was revolutionary for visual effects and happened to film just right here next door. In stage 14, that is our second largest soundstage, home to some of our other larger sets along with Jurassic Park. Mount Crumpet and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We rebuilt Mission Control here for Apollo 13, another Ron Howard film. It'd be a lot harder to take a cast and crew to the real-life Mission Control, so that is kind of why we have a studio lot to begin with, especially the sound stages. A lot easier sometimes to recreate these settings at the stages, or sometimes you gotta create stuff from scratch that doesn't exist out in the world at all. We got plenty more coming up here on the right, 16 through 19. These have a lot of TV history in them. We just had season 3 of Loot, an Apple TV show with Maya Rudolph, here in stage 16. We had a brand new show recently in 18 and 19. It's called The Paper. It's a spin-off of The Office. It's from the creators of The Office. It's going to premiere September 4th on Peacock. Really excited about that one. 19, not too long ago, was... Sorry guys, the wig-wag was on for stage 18. The red light on the side of the stage, it was lit up, meaning they're rolling cameras right now on stage 18. We've got a new show called 5-Star Weekend in those. That stars Jennifer Garner. I actually saw her yesterday on the lot. She rides her bike around between filming, so Maybe if they call cut and she hops on her bike, we might see her. Keep an eye out as we go. But we're leaving the sound stages behind now. On your left, there are much smaller but very significant bungalows. You might have seen Ted back there. He was welcoming you. I've got a few other special guests to tell you more about what the bungalows are.
Hey there, Studio Tour. I'm Jared Butler.
I'm Mason Thames.
And I'm Nico Parker.
You know, these bungalows to your left are actually production offices.
Home to some of Hollywood's biggest filmmakers, including Mark Platt, one of the producers of our new live-action movie, How to Train Your Dragon.
Everyone wave. You might be there right now.
And if you haven't already, be sure to meet the iconic and beloved Toothless over in the closet.
And see our movie only in theaters now.
But in the meantime, here's a sneak peek.
Everything we know about dragons is wrong.
All right, Bob, you ready? Watch out!
How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG.
Mark Platt Productions is also the team behind Wicked, one of our Oscar winners this year. Working alongside in our bungalows some of the other biggest production companies in town, Illumination, the team behind the Minions. Amy Pascal Pictures, she's behind all the Spider-Man movies. They're working around the clock to bring you all this entertainment. Just beyond our bungalows, though, here, guys, to your left, stages 25 and 26. These are the last few you'll see for a bit. They're currently home to St. Dennis Medical, which is working on season 2 right now. Here's a look at season 1.
Oh, I love a good buzzword. A Coachella type vibe. St. Dennis Regional Medical. St. Dennis Regional Medical.
That woman is a lot.
She's just quirky.
We're going to New York. We're going towards, they made Bruce Almighty and Back to the Future. One of the sets.
And it got me.
St. Dennis Medical. All episodes streaming now.
St. Dennis Medical, guys, in production again for season 2. That's coming out November on NBC. They go back and forth between those stages and our backlot. On your right, guys, we are transitioning from front lot to back lot, where we'll see less sound stages and all of our exterior sets. Large sets built outside. The first examples here are the Metropolitan sets, designed to be in big cities across the world, and they have several areas within them. The first one you're seeing over there to your right is called Brownstone Street, classic New York style brownstone apartment.
This is where they made Bruce Almighty. Home Alone.
Behind you, more to the right, that's the exterior of the hospital in St. Dennis Medical. You'll see them again going back and forth when they're working here on the lot between their sound stages and that set there. Just around the corner of Brownstone Street there, we're going to head on to probably the most recognizable part of the Metro sets, what we call the Courthouse Square. You might recognize it more so as Hill Valley from Back to the Future. Marty McFly's old stomping grounds.
All he has to do is switch the host.
Home to other classics, Psycho 2, To Kill a Mockingbird, Bye Bye Birdie, the pilot episode of The Twilight Zone back in 1959. There's a lot of history on just this one part of the Metro sets. Ted, they were in here recently. They turned this whole set into Boston for the show. City Hall becomes John Hancock High School. They put a big statue in the middle of the yard. All these storefronts become local Bostonian businesses. It's their art department that comes in and helps transform the set from the more sort of blank slate you'll see them as today and into whatever unique world that production needs it to be. That's what we would call the art direction. Art direction's the sets themselves, the scenery, how we bring it to life and add character. These are details we're going to talk about as we see more of our sets on the back lot. Right now we're going to leave the suburbs here and kind of head back to the city as we turn on to New York Street. And I know a few things about the Big Apple, but probably not as much as my co-host does.
Marvel movies, Spider-Man movies, Captain America, Fast and the Furious was all filmed here in the background.
This is actually my whole neighborhood. I once got mugged over there. An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. It's cool, guys. I was just, just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
This is the fastest trip from LA to New York you'll ever take here on the Universal Tram. You're looking at what's been New York and the Amazing Spider-Man, Hobbs vs. Shaw, Fast and Furious. We turned this all into Chicago for the Blues Brothers. We've had music videos
No,
from
just
Michael
crows.
Jackson, Lady Gaga, U2, Taylor Swift, Taylor McRae recently. A commercial was in here yesterday. They made it look like it was snowing. Bel Air filmed in here last week. We have American Ninja Warrior every year. They build their obstacle course on New York Street. There's all kinds of ways you can adapt these sets for any kind of production, not just movies. The art direction, again, is a big part of that, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit once we get into the back lot more, but for now, guys, we'll say goodbye to our concrete jungle. So we head out to the real jungle of Skull Island to pay a visit to an old friend of ours who's no stranger to New York himself, King Kong.
It's the original King Kong that made me watch historic movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up into the future. Kong literally does it. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to the Lost Island, you're encountering monsters, and how kind of places. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
That's right, guys. The name does not lie. Make sure to stay safe.
They told me that team members told me that they were gonna have a show again at Kung Fu Panda. They said it's not gonna be Chucky this time.
I'm going to throw it back to director Peter Jackson, director of King Kong 2005. We tell you a little more about Skull Island. Everything we might need to know before making our way in just a minute.
The Universal tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuation. We're just taking the Kong and Skull Island and the dinosaurs that we established in our feature film, and this is another day, another incident on Skull Island, using the creatures and the character and personality of Kong as he appeared in the movie.
Noche de Brujas, what do you mean? Where? Oh, okay.
King Kong 363D. hope you guys are a little shook up. In car 1, hey, you still with me there? Car 1, car 2, 3, 4, all skulls are intact? Yes, thumbs up, you're alive. Alright, good. Whew, okay, you're still alive and I still have a job. That was some of the most advanced 3D technology in the industry, brought to you by Weta FX. They are behind visuals in films like King Kong, The Lord of the Rings, HBO's The Last of Us, the new Superman from Warner Brothers, the Avatar movies. They were their 7th Academy Award for those recently. The screens, 40 feet tall, 180 feet wide. Now you'll hear from Weta about how they do it.
Flashback Studio Tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shop that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Alright, so we've escaped Skull Island, guys. We're going to wind our way further into the backlot now. It should be slightly less treacherous, but you never know. As we see more of our exterior sets, monsters tend to pop up quite often back here somehow. But you're looking at another part of the Metro sets. London Square there. That's been London in the Mindy Project. Marvel's Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., both from Disney. Will and Grace, there's an episode where Megan Mullally herself's on a tram, like all of you, driving through there. Always kind of fun to see our lot show up as a lot in something, as opposed to some specific location. Now, as we come out of the Metro sets, going deeper into the backlot, seeing more of these sets as well. Like, as I mentioned, more monsters to come. There's some right there on that mural to your right, our classic Universal monsters. This mural was hand spray painted by artist Tristan Eaton. Spray painted the whole thing by himself in homage to these icons of cinema. Our Universal monsters are a huge part of our legacy as a studio. Before we really dive into them more, though, we're going to see a few other things first. Heading down the road here on your left-hand side, guys, coming up. Stages 30 through 33, some of the few sound stages on the backlot are where a lot of our live audience shows film, like the production right now. We had a live studio audience go in just earlier. They're taping for their newest season. We got a former voice coach back on the lot, not for The Voice, but for her very own sitcom. We're talking about Reba McEntire. She's got a new show called Happy's Place. Films right there in stage 33. They are in production for season 2. We're excited to get some more Reba. Now right in front of those stages, you see that body of water there? We call that the Hollywood Ocean. It's got a long history on the lot, all the way back to 1954 when we turned it into the Black Lagoon. Why go all the way to the Amazon when you could just recreate that here on the studio lot? The movie making magic right there for you with our monster movies. Creature from the Black Lagoon turned 70 last year. This means, guys, also we are headed right into monster territory now, and we're about halfway through the tour as well. If you have an emergency, if you drop something, can't wait to use the restroom or need any kind of assistance, reach up, pull the red emergency cord above you, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to. Otherwise, remember, please stay seated at all times, especially as we make our way right into the heart of monster territory, what we call Little... Light your torches and go. And just like all those angry villagers, here we go, guys, right through the streets of Little Europe. This is the birthplace of the monster movie. Films like Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man, The Wolf Man, they all filmed right here. Huge part of our history and who we are as a studio, those monsters.
Lots of great movies filmed in the backlot here in Europe.
This makes it also a really good place to
the show
be
as the good place,
with Kristen Bell and
and
Ted
also
Danson.
all the monster movies were filmed here.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be
On our left, guys, coming up, the shop on the corner. That's the yogurt shop on screen, right here where this scene takes place. The shop there to your left with the red and blue doors and windows.
going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
No, it doesn't, Kristen. What does sound awesome, though, is the Court of Miracles on your right, this part of Little Europe. It's been featured in films like Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston, Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman, and take it back to our monster movies again. The monsters back in the 30s and 40s kept our studio in business, so without them, it is very likely we would not be here at all today. So we got to give them credit where credit is due, and I think I've done that. So we're going to leave them behind here, guys, as we escape Little Europe. Just for a moment, though, as we head over here to stage 50, this is what we would call a hot set. That means it's fully dressed and ready for filming. All the art direction stuff we've talked about is in place, ready to go. So art direction, again, the sets themselves, it's the style of architecture, the colors you're using, the color and the font of the signs, like the yogurt shop sign, all the props you have, the patio furniture that you saw for the yogurt shop, those details, again, that bring the set to life. I want you to think about those things. Look around inside the soundstage and try to figure out from that, what's the location of the scene they're filming? What's the time period? What's the tone of this scene?
Right, San Francisco subway.
As you think about those things, remember to stay seated, keep your arms and legs inside the chair. In theory, on a hot set, they can start rolling at any point, but we'll take a quick look and get out of their way. But you see everything there is ready to go. Director just has to show up pretty much at this point. Once actors are in place, they would call action and whoops, hot set 101, guys, don't say the word action unless you really need it. I can't stop this. Now hold on tight.
Did he fix it?
Sorry about that, guys. That was the hot set of earthquake. The big one. All details left out on purpose. That was inspired by the 1974 disaster from earthquake. It was not long after that Universal planned to follow it up with an even more terrifying movie around that Christmas. This film ends up getting delayed to the next summer. Not a popular time to release movies back then, but this movie changed all that, becoming the first ever summer blockbuster.
That means he didn't change nothing. Did he turn it back on?
Guys,
The
we're
water?
heading out to Amity Island, the setting of it right now. Actually, there's a bit of a situation there at the moment, but we're getting an update here from some of the locals.
Hi folks, Chief Brody here. You may have heard we have a shark problem, so I'm afraid the beaches are closed.
Yeah, you got a real bad fish out there, Chief. I'm here to offer my services.
Thanks, Mr. Quint, but we do already have a plan.
You can hire me and be open this summer, or you can play it cheap.
Well, we do have Officer George patrolling the waters already.
Georgie? Diving? Sounds like amateur hour to me. Good luck with that one, Chief.
George is he's up there now, guys, just checking those waters here. You know, Jaws, like I was saying, was supposed to be a Christmas movie. Supposed to come out around Christmas of '74. Hard to imagine it as a Christmas film. But again, summer back then was not a popular time to release movies. It only got delayed because they had problems with the shark hardly ever working. But it had the biggest box office opening of all time back then. So that kind of changed the whole landscape of we have the whole summer blockbuster season because of Jaws and Steven Spielberg. But as we pull into town, guys, looks like they caught the shark. Good news. If you wanted to plan that little beach trip, maybe it could be your next step. We'll check in with George. He's still down there. Just do one last looks, making sure everything is all right. Hey, wait, guys. I don't know. The coast is actually clear yet. We should probably let George know. He's right there, guys. If you can help me out. Hey, George! George, buddy! Get out of the water, swim! To the boat. Don't worry, he's a professional. He's really good at his job. Oh God, now more than ever, guys, stay seated. Keep your arms and legs inside the tram. There is still a shark in the water. Oh my gosh, are you guys okay? You still with me there? Do you always smile after a shark attack? Is that a normal thing? Okay, the thing is going to take that to mean you all did survive. You're still with me, limbs intact. Okay, we're going to get out of Amity quickly before we run into any more apex predators. It seems like they need a little more time getting a handle on the shark problem. So we'll leave them to it. We're going to say goodbye to Amity and our poor friend, George. May he rest in peace. Or PCs, I guess. We're gonna head down to our next destination, Old Mexico, where we can talk about how we might add water to a set in a slightly different way than what we saw there in Amity. But going down to Old Mexico, you look around, it's a nice, lovely day. But we're gonna change things up. Let's say the scene you're filming needs weather elements, thunder and lightning, but you don't have the budget for visual effects. You gotta use practical effects, meaning they're done on the set in real life in front of you. So for thunder and lightning, we can use things like strobe lights and speakers just placed strategically around. Alright, there you go. Now we go. Let's say you want to add rain into the mix. What we'll do there essentially is raise a sprinkler system high above set. From that point, you flip the on switch, and there you go. Movie making magic. If you've got a sprinkler at home, you got a movie waiting to be made. Now, rain by itself might make a scene feel sad or romantic, but throw in all this thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Suddenly, the tone shifts, and things have become ominous. Maybe there's something dangerous coming. Maybe it's coming just around the corner, guys. Watch out back there. It looks like we're caught in another flood. You might see the splash zone right back. Right over here and everywhere. Well, guys, if it seemed like I knew that was coming, I promise I
Lots of great movies from
Little
Mexico.
The very first
Big Fat
attraction ever
Liar.
added to the tour
Naturally
in
there.
1968.
Music
You might have seen
videos.
that in the music video for Lady Gaga's song Judas, or in the movie Big Fat Liar with 𝐿_GMI. And there you have the flash flood, much more enjoyed from the safety of a tram. Don't want to be that guy. Although today it may not be so bad, especially if they're paying you a lot of money. But we're going to get out of old Mexico, cross over now to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, home of some of the most classic westerns. And western stars John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Jimmy Stewart, Clint Eastwood, Robert Redford. They all mosey down these streets. And not long ago, stars like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, they were here for Quentin Tarantino's 9th feature film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They filmed several scenes here, won several Oscars for the movie, including Best Production Design. Production Design, we actually won the Oscar for that this year for Wicked, one of the 2 Oscars it won. Production Design is the overall look of a production. The art direction, what we've talked about, the sets themselves, is just one aspect of your production design. The production designer's job is making sure the art direction's consistent with the lighting design, the hair and makeup, the costume design, that all those moving pieces fit together. And they're going to do that in collaboration with the director, making sure they achieve the director's vision. So it is very much a team effort, collaborative effort, as you can probably imagine and already assume. We're going to come back out of 6 Points, though, back around to the other side, go back up the other side of it. We'll be turning back onto Steven Spielberg Drive. I didn't mention that first time. You'll see the street sign. Naturally, that's the road that took us up to Amity Island. It will take us by Amity Island one more time. As we kind of drive up there by it again, I'm going to let Spielberg himself tell you a little bit more about Jaws and how it made its way to the lot.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
We're gonna squeeze past shark territory one last time there, friends, and we'll trickle down the food chain now. Talk about some much smaller yet equally terrifying creatures, chickens. On your right, the Chicken Ranch, built back in 1982 for the Festival House in Texas. It was originally built on stage 12, the first one that we saw coming down the hill. It's been moved on to the back block in the years since. That's one of our largest practical sets in terms of the sets. Practical means we could film on the inside and outside as opposed to a facade, which is just typically the front and 2 sides of the building. Speaking of chickens, you know, as we round around the Chicken Ranch, we're turning up onto Wilderness Road. You'll see the deer crossing signs. We do have a lot of wildlife up here in the back lot. Deer and coyotes, geese and sharks, you know, a lot to look out for in this particular stretch of the lot. We have left kind of untouched, a more natural, raw environment, you know, if we ever need that for production. We've used this in Bird Box with Sandra Bullock. There's an episode of the Fox series 911. They've actually done several episodes here with Angela Bassett. They recreate a mudslide on the road here once. You know, some things that might be harder to do in a soundstage, perhaps. We can pull off with this little part of the lot. Now, Wilderness Road, though, is just a nickname. It's still technically Steven Spielberg Drive. It's the longest road on the lot, appropriately so. We'll get more Spielberg history soon, actually, but we're going to turn off of it for a minute here. As we do, we're about 15 minutes from the end of the tour. Getting close to wrapping things up here. If you do have an emergency, just a reminder, pull the red E-cord above you, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to. Otherwise, remember to stay seated at all times. As we turn off Spielberg Drive here on your left, you'll see what we call picture cars. That's any vehicle that shows up on screen, whether it's a car or not. It could be a plane, train, automobile, a tram, if you will. Right there, guys, that's one of the original glamour trams from 1964 when the tour first started.
That was Snowman.
That's what they looked like, very glamorous. You could
That was
say.
Snowman.
Sitting here amongst
What's a
some of our
snowman
most
for?
famous picture cars. From
What's a snowman for?
Jurassic World, Fast and Furious, the Flintstones, Transformers. Now let's say you've been driving one of these picture cars all night long.
I just want to clip that.
And it's late,
It's
it's
a
dark,
snowman.
you're tired, you need somewhere to pull over and get a good night's sleep. Perhaps you could do that right here at the Bates Hotel. The iconic, the infamous motel from Hitchcock's classic 1960s Psycho. Getting a little facelift at the moment for Halloween Horror Nights. That kicks off in just about a month, my friends. Excited about that. We love all the spooky stuff here at Universal, as you can probably tell at this point on the tour. Just above the motel from screen to real life now, the original Psycho house. This is where Mother lives in her rocking chair. It's up there in that top front window. Ooh, and her son's home too, guys. Norman Bates, everybody just wave and smile. Nice, friendly smiles to Norman. I promise he's usually a knife guy most of the time. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, God. I meant nice.
What's the snowman for?
What's happening? Okay, watch out back there, car 4. Oh, okay, we're gonna veer off the beat. Psychopath out of Hitchcock territory, guys. And back to, guess who? Spielberg. That's right, here we are now, right in the heart of one of the sets from Spielberg's 2005 sci-fi epic.
Or real life plane.
War
Cost
of
them
the Worlds.
68,000 plus with tax and shipping. Comes out to 100, 200.
You sit down to talk about War of the Worlds. But I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen to me, man. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Down closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
You guys can see? Did it glitch?
This is one of the largest sets ever built at that time, largely due to the sheer size of the plane on the left. A real 747. Spielberg and team bought that from an airplane graveyard just north of us for about $60,000. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal if you're in the marketplace for an airplane here. Our War of the Worlds set, it's kind of hard to top, and we're not really going to try to, guys, as we make our way out of it. Our last few stops got kind of strange, so it might be best we get back to the park in the meantime here as we turn back onto Steven Spielberg Drive. This will help us do that. There's some construction and top secret productions happening on the back lot here too. We're going to stay out of their way and get you back to the park and on with the rest of your day here, guys. But before we leave Spielberg Drive behind for good, you know, he's still busy working on his next movie right now. It's going to be another UFO alien kind of thing. We're excited to have him back into some territory he's had a lot of success with. War of the Worlds, E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's slated to come out next year. We're looking forward to that. You know, 60 plus years into the business, he is still working hard and still working with Universal. We've been really excited about that partnership over the decades. His journey in the business does go back all the way starting here at Universal on this lot. It's a kind of crazy story, honestly, and I don't know if you would believe it unless you heard it from Spielberg himself.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world.
You guys can see me?
Most of it was focused in those days in the 60s
We're
on
good with
film
quality.
lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
with Steven Spielberg. But regardless, we are very grateful again to have that partnership with Spielberg all these decades later still, and making new relationships with newer filmmakers like Jordan Peele and Blumhouse, and staying on the forefront of what's new, what's happening, what's big out in Hollywood, here at the oldest and the largest studio lot in Los Angeles, my friends, that you just got to see up close and personal on the only attraction of its kind in the world, the studio tour here. This is the only attraction that traverses both theme park and studio lot. Not just any old lot either. Again, oldest, largest, and one of the busiest in the world too. No plans of slowing down anytime soon. Hey, one last look at that lot over there to your right below you. Nice view over there of the entire San Fernando Valley. There's a lot of entertainment history out there, guys. Of course, right here at Universal, and our neighbors over there. You got Warner Brothers and Disney and ABC just behind them, all working toward that same goal, bringing all this magic to your screens, guys. And you are now a little piece of that history here, a big part of it for us, at least at Universal. This is a tradition that goes back 110 years to day one of our lot. You know, back then it was a little different how we did it, but our tram tours turned 61 themselves just a few weeks ago, and that tradition is still alive, 110 years in the making. And that's because of all of you coming today to take the tour, keeping it alive. We thank each and every single one of you for coming today, spending some time with us. Special thanks and shout out to any annual pass holders on the tram. We're always happy to see you guys if you're out there. Grateful for you coming back time and time again. Yes, we thank you so much. And a big shout out to our driver, Caleb. Guys, how about a round of applause for Caleb getting us around the lot safe and sound? Without Caleb, we would have had to walk all 400 acres. I don't think we would have enjoyed that or done it. So very grateful for Caleb, all the drivers, all the ambassadors and guides over these 61 years who've made the tour what it is. And for all of you, again, we are going to have you back to that park. We got one last turn to make. Then we'll be pulling into the unload area. Once we're there, just stay seated till the gates are lifted. Then you are free to go. We've got till 9 o'clock tonight to enjoy the rest of the park. We got all the Mega Movie Summer Event stuff still going on. Just a few more days of that. Some limited time things going on for that right now. Some photo ops, Jaws, and you can meet Glinda and Elphaba from Wicked. They got Toothless and the DeLorean over in the plaza. Extra water cannons on at Jurassic World if you haven't been there yet. If you're planning to go, something to just keep in mind. Whether that makes you want to go more or less, up to you. But we'll have you back to it here in just a second. Again, we thank all of you guys coming to be a part of our history now here at the tour. You're in some good company.
I've been on that tour so many times since I was a kid, and I just love every time.
The first time I went on the Universal lot, we did the tour.
I grew up in Los Angeles, and that was like the place to go and see Jaws.
I got my introduction to Universal Studios through the tour, and so then to be in the movies and seeing the trams drive by, it's very overwhelming.
One of the coolest things actually about shooting for Universal is sometimes you get to shoot on the lot, and then you look over and it's like there's Jaws, or like there's the flash flood, and all those trams are riding around. It's the coolest thing ever.
1979. Back then, tram drivers were kind of a little reckless, a little crazy. There was no restriction on cars going anyway. We used to drive all over and kind of duel with them back and forth.
I have so many amazing memories of the lot when we were shooting Back to the Future.
Being here brings me back in time, I'll tell you that.
The tram would come through, the tourists would see Michael J. Fox, and they're taking their camera, snap, snap, snap. So one day, Michael J. Fox had his own camera, and every time the tourists came through snapping their pictures, he ran out and he started taking pictures of them.
There is footage of that on the internet somewhere. I think if you YouTube it, you'll find videos of Michael J. Fox running by, high-fiving people on the tram, taking photos of them. 40 years ago, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, part of our Mega Movie Summer Event, along with the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Something I don't really have time to play on the tour, but we've pulled this from the archives as a part of its 50th anniversary and the Mega Movie Summer Event. This is the original trailer for Jaws from 1975.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless, eating machine. It will attack attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. From the best-selling novel, Jaws. Rated PG. Maybe too intense for younger children.
Maybe, just slightly. They didn't have any ratings beyond PG back then, actually, guys. So I think if it were released today, it wouldn't be PG. But Jaws is actually getting re-released in theaters in IMAX. Either this month or next month. Pretty soon. If you've never seen big screen, I highly recommend it. And if you're local, they're going to have a big exhibit for it at the Academy Museum. The Oscars, that's the Academy. You can check that out, too. That'll be running for many, many months, starting in September. But we're back at the park here, my friends, so we'll get you on again with the rest of the day. As they say in the business, that's a wrap for us at the studio tour. JT signing off. If I don't see you again here, I'll see you in the movies. Thank you again, everybody. Have fun, enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe. Roll the credits. Watch out for the sharks.
Also a wonder. I might just call it. There's gonna be a early dismissal stream, early stream, ending early. I am cooked. I am tired. I was really hoping to see Waterworld. I'm not sure if our friend Jaden actually got in and waited, but he told us the next show starts at 7:15. But I'm already like cooked, bro. Tired from work, coming over here, walking, getting more tired. But the grind don't stop. The mission is for Universal, NBC to get notice, for them to actually give us media. That's the goal. To become media. I know we could do it if you guys actually all, share it to NBC or Universal. It was Robertson. There is, bro. There's a lot of people just right now. This is at the tour. There's not a lot of people at the tour. But earlier, like at 5:40 or 5:30, Waterworld was packed, bro. It was horrendous. The only thing I wasn't able to see it because they delayed it. I guess something was not working properly. So at then, I'm not sure if they did change the time or if our friend Jaden, we had that option of staying and waiting or coming back until 7:15. Right? I didn't want to wait. I left. I'm not gonna wait there almost an hour. There's no point. So I'm not sure if our friend Jaden actually was able to see it.
Oh my god. I touched it. The water's leaking.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. What doesn't help is the tour, because the tour gets me drowsy, bro, for whatever reason. Let's check it out. Let's see. Always checking if they have new merch, accessories. Nothing new. All right. Oh my God. And next show is until 7:15. They're already drawing for the Fast and the Furious mural. Pretty sick. Let's go look at Harry Potter. See if we see anything. Let's see if they have new merch. Oh, it's close. What? Let's check. Let's go inside the store and see what they have. If anything is new in there. There goes the baby dragon. There he goes. Oh, the baby dragon. Hello. Those go over your shoulder.
Why not? Move the whole crowd.
What's up, Ash? No, I just visit every day. This is pretty much Hogwarts area. They have all the houses. Thank you. Everybody's gathered up right there because of the baby dragon, which is pretty cool. No new merch, nothing new. All right. It sucks because the Plaza music is always getting captured on my YouTube, and I end up deleting stuff from there. So it's like, damn. All right. We're pretty much done. I'm gonna skip the other rides. I am cooked, bros. We'll be back again tomorrow. But I am cooked. I do want to see the merch.
Look how cute she is.
There's no way. The show's still 7:15. I'm too cooked. I'm cooked. What is that? What is this? Oh, they brought some merch from the top. That's the first thing I see. Ooh, I love this. For sunburn, I do recommend that. For sunburn. All right. I don't see the pins that they had. You're welcome, Robertson. I'll be back again tomorrow, bro. I'm just too tired. I need a rest. It's very hard for me, especially because I go to work, come back from work, come back over here, drive over here. So it's tiring. Not too much, but it is tiring. We're to the point where I'm like, oh, that was Harry Potter. Pretty far. Not too far, but because I drive, so not that far. Would have been different if I was going on bus or Uber. But yeah.
90 days.
But it is tiring though, not gonna lie. And that little Richie, Jaden, Robertson. Look, a squirrel. Squirrel. Goodbye, Universal. I'll see you tomorrow. The next show was about to start, but I was like, I can't, bro. I'm tired. I'm already cooked, bro. I'm already cooked. We'll be back again tomorrow for sure, though. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the mad love and the support. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the night with your friends and family. City walk. But yeah, I got you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace. Mondo was there actually. And Mondo was there. Have a good one. Good night, everybody. Peace.